the moment they laughed at you. Not once, not twice, but countless times. They laughed when you dared to dream bigger than the world around you would allow. They laughed when you took the first step, uncertain, trembling, yet determined. They laughed at the ideas you voiced, the goals you whispered in the dark, the audacity you carried in your chest like a beating drum. And perhaps, deep inside, their laughter cut you. Perhaps it stung. Perhaps for a fleeting moment, you considered giving up. But here's the thing about laughter. It is not always a reflection of your weakness. More often, it is a reflection of their fear. People laugh when they cannot see the vision, when they cannot imagine a life beyond the limitations they have imposed upon themselves. So when they laughed at you, know this: they were not laughing at your incompetence. They were laughing at the courage they themselves lacked. And this is where your journey begins. Not in their approval, not in their applause, but in the quiet determination that rises in the heart of one who refuses to surrender. You see, greatness is rarely welcomed with a standing ovation. More often it begins with ridicule. But ridicule, when faced with unwavering resolve, is a mirror. It reflects the very path you must take, the very fire you must carry, and the very silence you must endure until your results speak louder than their words ever could. Number 1. The weight of doubt. Doubt is heavy. Doubt whispers in the night, reminding you of your limits, taunting you with the voices of those who said, "You cannot." Every great achiever has known this weight. Every visionary has faced it. Every person who stood tall while others mocked has carried it. But the difference between those who falter and those who flourish is not the absence of doubt. It is the mastery over it. You must learn to live in the shadow of doubt and move forward anyway. You must step into the arena, knowing that some will jeer, others will ignore, and a few may even try to sabotage your every move. That is not the test. The test is within you. The test is whether you allow their laughter to define you, or whether you allow it to fuel you. Imagine, for a moment, that every laugh you have ever heard was not a condemnation, but a challenge. Every snicker, every dismissive glance, every whispered, "You'll never." Consider them invitations to prove the world wrong, not out of spite but out of purpose. Because the world does not owe you approval, the world does not owe you recognition. The world owes you nothing, but it will respect results. And that is where your power lies. Number 2, courage in silence. The first step toward proving them wrong is simple, yet profound. You must begin. You must act. Do not wait for permission. Do not wait for validation. Do not wait for the world to catch up to your vision. Begin. Quietly, patiently, relentlessly. The world loves noise, but it honors consistency. The world is distracted by spectacle, but it respects the disciplined. And so, in the beginning, you may find yourself alone. You may find yourself misunderstood. You may find yourself laughed at. But remember, the oak tree does not announce itself to the forest. It grows silently, steadily, and when it is ready, its strength becomes undeniable. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is showing up, knowing the fear is there, knowing the doubt is there, yet moving forward anyway. And in this quiet, stoic courage, you begin to accumulate the very thing that will silence the world: results. Number 3, the power of consistent action. Results are the language of the universe. They do not lie. They do not embellish. They do not discriminate. They simply reflect the truth of your actions. Day after day, step after step, you work while others watch and laugh. You persist while others doubt. You endure while others indulge in comfort. And slowly, almost imperceptibly, the seeds you plant begin to grow. Consistency is not glamorous. It is not celebrated in the moment, but it is unstoppable. While the world laughs, you are building the foundation of a life that cannot be mocked. Every small effort compounds. Every decision to persist multiplies. And when the time comes, when the culmination of your quiet, persistent work manifests, the laughter will stop. And in that silence, the world will bear witness. Number 4, the moment they fall silent. There is a sacred moment in life, rare yet inevitable for those who endure. It is the moment when the doubters, the skeptics, the naysayers, the mockers are forced to pause. They are forced to stop laughing. It happens not because you shouted louder, not because you argued harder, but because you acted better. You did what they said could not be done. You achieved what they said was impossible. And in that moment, 20 million eyes, if not more, may turn to see the truth. The laughter ceases, replaced by astonishment, respect, and, in some cases, inspiration. And it is in this quiet, reflective pause that the world begins to understand a profound truth. Results cannot be ignored. Persistence cannot be denied. Courage cannot be silenced. You do not need their approval. You need only your own commitment. But when your commitment transforms into undeniable results, even the harshest critics fall silent. Number 5, the inner battle, mastery over self. Remember this, the external laughter is nothing compared to the internal struggle. The true battlefield is within you. Every thought of doubt, every temptation to quit, every fear of failure is a formidable opponent. If you master yourself, your mind, your habits, your discipline, the world outside cannot harm you. The critics can laugh, but their laughter will have no power over a person who has forged unshakable confidence in action. Your growth is proportional to the pressure you endure. Every jeer, every scoff, every look of disbelief is a weight placed upon your shoulders. And every weight, if carried with courage, strengthens you. Like the blacksmith's hammer shaping steel, adversity and doubt mold you into someone unbreakable. So embrace the laughter. Welcome it. Let it sharpen you, refine you, and fuel your journey. And know this, the louder they laugh, the greater the victory that awaits. Number 6, the secret of quiet triumph. Quiet triumph is the ultimate victory. It is not about seeking revenge or recognition. It is about living so fully, so purposefully, that the world cannot deny the truth of your existence. Your life becomes the statement. Your actions become the proof. Your results become the argument that no words could ever provide. The secret is simple, yet profound. Do the work, endure the doubts, honor your commitment, and allow your results to speak for themselves. Those who laughed first will eventually fall silent, not because you demanded it, but because you embodied a reality they could no longer ignore. And in that silence, you will hear the echo of your own strength, a quiet affirmation that you are, indeed, capable of what they said could not be done. Number 7, lessons to live by. Do not seek approval. Approval is fleeting, unreliable, and often given by those who lack vision. Seek purpose, seek mastery, seek action, embrace ridicule. Ridicule is a sign that you are stepping beyond the comfort zone of ordinary people. It is a signal that you are walking a path few dare to tread. Persist in silence. Quiet, consistent action compounds into unstoppable momentum. Let your work, not your words, define you. Own your inner life. Master your thoughts, control your habits, and fortify your mind. The world cannot touch what is disciplined, focused, and unwavering. Celebrate the silence that follows. When the laughter fades, you will know that you have achieved more than mere approval. You have achieved respect, influence, and a life unshakable by doubt. Conclusion: the power of your journey. So remember this: they laughed at first. They doubted. They scoffed. They whispered, "You cannot." But the measure of a person is not in their popularity, not in their recognition, not in the fleeting approval of others. The measure of a person is in the courage to begin, the discipline to persist, and the wisdom to let results, not words, define their journey. Do not rush. Do not despair. Do not be distracted by those who cannot see the horizon you are reaching for. Walk steadily, work diligently, grow quietly, and one day, as the echoes of laughter fade into silence, you will stand as proof. Proof that vision, courage, and relentless action cannot be denied. Proof that those who doubted you were not stronger than you. They were simply unwilling to try. And in that silence, you will feel something extraordinary. Not vindication, not revenge, but something far more powerful. The quiet, unshakable joy of a life fully lived, a mission fully embraced, and a world quietly humbled by your persistence. They laughed at first, but you endured, you persevered, you acted, and now 20 million eyes, or perhaps millions more, fall silent, witnessing a truth that laughter could never conceal. You were destined for greatness all along.